So that's the next game, my guardian. You're thinking a bit too far ahead. But yeah, we are now in the city of Ramon in Egypt, where everything looks very yellow, and where we are going to encounter some of the most disturbing enemies. Things that gave me nightmares when I was a kid. It's like, why did they have to make them so creepy? Why? Oh well, for now, let's go over here. Alright. I think there is actually an item behind this, so we're gonna have to drag it out a bit more than the bare minimum needed. Alright. And then we gotta pull this one a little bit forward. I think that should be enough, actually. We should be able to climb up here now. Yeah. Oh, no, not fair. I wanted to jump. I wanted to jump forward. Thank you. So first of all, we have the panthers. These things are actually like upgraded lions. They take a lot more bullets, they are very fast, very agile, and they usually like to gang up on you. So this was easy. They're gonna be a lot harder from here on out. But secondly, and more importantly, we have these guys. Back there. I see you. That noise lives in my nightmares. They have exactly two modes, prowling and growling and screaming at the top of their lungs, and both are terrifying. Do not want. Those things really scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. Core memory, yeah. Like there's one room, actually one or two rooms in this game where they already activate before you climb into the room and you can hear them prowling around and you're like, oh, fuck, there's one of those up there and I can't shoot it from down here. Fuck. No. Please don't make me go up there. And it's like, no, you are going to go up there whether you like it or not. Get to it, chop chop. It's just like, why? Now here, if you want to, if you go over here and you use a specific glitch, you can actually glitch through this gate and skip like half the level. We're not gonna do that. But you can do that if you want. But yeah, I first played this game when I was 7 or 8, and those things terrified me. Those mummies were absolutely terrifying. Alright, I think we're gonna have to go here for the end of the level. Or at least quite a bit later. Okay. This looks like a boulder spawn. No, okay. We do have to go back here, if I remember correctly. Currently trying to remember if I have a similar thing from the games I played as a child. If you do, let me know. I'm always ready for some One Nightmare fuel. Oh wait, no, I know where we have to go. Yeah, whatever. Climb up onto the arms again. And then up here and to the back of the head. There we go. Now we can go back here. But yeah, this is the game that made me scared, and Zelda Link's Awakening is the game that made me cry. So those were my two childhood gaming traumas. Come back here. Actually, wait with coming back until I've climbed up again. Thank you. Zelda Link's Awakening. Which was Zelda for the Game Boy, like the old Game Boy. And I don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't played it yet, but let's just say the plot twist of the game is the plot twist of the game and its implications is kind of traumatizing when you are a young kid, 5 or 6 years old, who has just learned to understand what exactly dying actually means. Like, not just, oh, I can't see grandma anymore, like what exactly is dying actually, like what does that actually mean? And yeah, that game made me sob my eyes out. It was a great game though. It was really, really great. Amazing game, traumatizing for a little kid. There is supposed to be another panther spawn here, so... Oh, there he is. Hello. I think if I had played it like 2 years later, I probably would have been fine, but... I still love that game, though. I will actually have to check if it's on our Wheel of Games list, because obviously, if I were to play it, I would have to play it on an emulator. And I haven't actually checked if I can actually run an emulator and OBS at the same time, if that works correctly. For I know they also had a... They also published a Switch version, so I might actually buy it on the Switch. If I can find it on a discount, because I'm not gonna buy a game from 1993 for $50. Like, I'm sorry. I thought there was a crocodile here. I guess I'm wrong. But yeah, I have actually played it on emulator on PC before. I just don't know if that would work with OBS and how that would work with OBS. So I would have to look into that. We're going to trigger a boulder here. If we can get that out of the way right now, it's going to save us a lot of time and headache. Should be fine, right? Just recording a window then. Yeah, I would probably have to record the entire monitor instead of just game window. Because I don't think OBS would recognize that as a game window, but it would definitely recognize it as a desktop monitor. Unless there's additional shenanigans involved. Well, the way OBS works is I can basically tell it to either capture a game, and then it will basically look for any .exe files that are running, and it will capture whatever .exe file I tell it to capture. Or it will capture everything that's on screen. On one specific screen, that is. Not on all screens, just one of them. Okay, we need to open this up. So we need to go into the water for now. I'm not sure if there's a crocodile down here right now. I think there is. Not entirely sure though. Well, at least on my system I can just tell it any window to capture. Huh. I would have to double check. I think there's a crocodile in here, isn't there? Yep! There he is! Hi! Let's get rid of this one first. Oh, here he is. Hello. Don't you dare swim away! Not sure whether that's also possible on Windows though. Oh right, you are on Linux, right? Okay, this is not the room I thought it would be, but this room is also really iconic. I thought it was the room with the many little nooks and crannies, but it's not. But this room, yeah, iconic. Oh, no, we actually went too far. Yeah, I don't actually think that I would mind switching to Linux if it wasn't for the fact that a lot of games are just not optimized for Linux. And I don't want to have to spend every single game troubleshooting. Also, I kind of need Windows software for my work day because of specific work stuff that I have to use. Okay, we need to push this to the end. Let's go. It's way less of a hassle these days, to be honest. Yeah, I'm sure many modern games are better optimized, but I also play a lot of stuff that's from the 90s when Linux wasn't even yet. I don't think, was Linux a thing yet in the 90s? I don't think it was. Or at least if it was, it wasn't like that well known. Yes, it was, okay. 1992, damn, it's older than I thought.